What's up, guys? It's Stephen Lawrence, and today's video is going to be action-packed because that is what it is all about today. How you can improve your energy, because I know you want some more energy. Nobody wants to feel tired and groggy all the time. This is especially useful for, everybody. Everybody wants more energy. So let's get right into it. I have some tips and tricks for you guys today. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. Let's improve our energy. Let's get into it. Okay, step number one, and an often overlooked method of improving your energy is to change up your physiology and to do things to your body that can actually improve your energy. And this is overlooked because not a lot of people know that just by simply changing what you're looking at, changing the way you're moving, changing your body language, all of these things can actually improve your energy. I'll give you a lot of examples right now, okay? One example is that if you stand up, you're going to be less tired. Imagine that you're sitting down, you're in class, right? We've been there, you're trying to pay attention, your eyelids start getting heavy, and the teacher's talking about something that isn't particularly interesting, and you just kind of start to drone off, right? Now, one of my teachers actually used to get kind of upset at me because every once in a while I'd be like, I've just got to stand. Like, you just have to stand. If you stand up, you're going to be way less tired. Imagine it. Like you're going to be tired if you're laying in your bed, like hitting the snooze button. But the moment that you stand up, even though it might be painful, just the act of standing up and changing the way your body feels and in space, you're going to experience more energy right then and there, okay? Another one is that if you simply look at bright light, I don't remember the exact chemicals, but when you look at bright light, your body has evolved over time to try to be awake during daylight hours. So when your eyes are exposed to bright lights, your body and your brain signal to each other that you need to be more awake. So that's one thing right there. There's one library that I like to go to at UF where if I'm trying to pull like a really late night studying and I really have to get my stuff done, there's no time to be tired, I go to this library called Newell Hall. And the lights are so bright. It is so hard to fall asleep in there. The lights it's like complete brightness, like brighter than the sun, okay? They actually call that library the Lantern. That's like the nickname because it's so bright. All right, so what do we have so far? We have looking at bright light. We've got standing up. Another one is chewing gum. So if you're in class, if just by chewing gum, your body is going to be more likely to stay awake, because it's harder to fall asleep when you're chewing something in your mouth, right? It's just harder. So those are three right there. Another one is to simply, verbally, to change the way you feel. One thing that I like doing, you can't really do this one in public so much, but if you just bark like a dog, okay? I'm not even joking, like this. Hoo! Hoo! That gets you so pumped up, at least for me. It gets me pumped up, okay? So change your physiology. You're going to change the way you feel, change your energy state. Oh yeah, one more too. So my teacher, my AP Lang teacher back in high school, her name was Miss St. Clair. She told me that if you rub your ears, blood flow, more blood will rush to your brain and it will make you less tired. So before tests, I used to rub my ears a little bit and people would ask me like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm just getting more blood flow to my brain. Don't fight it. It works. Your physiology can really change the way you feel. Use those tricks I showed you. Let out a little every once in a while when you're feeling tired. Jack yourself up. If you're a guy, that'll just jack up your testosterone and that'll be great. Another tip on how to improve your energy, and this one is going to be a consistent trend across a lot of my videos, and that is to change up who you are hanging around. So if you're hanging around deadbeat friends that have no energy all the time, that's probably going to rub off on you, okay? What you want to do is find some really high energy friends, family members, whatever you gotta do. Try to be around them because you're automatically going to feel like you need to have more energy just to keep up with them. That's going to rub off on you. A good one that I like to have in my life, actually, I'm very lucky in this way. I think him and I build off of each other, but it's actually my brother. I will tell you, this guy, he wakes up at like 4:30 in the morning, okay? He'll do like some homework before school. His school starts at 7 o'clock. He's still in high school. Then he'll go to basketball practice after school. maybe take like a nap, then he'll go to weightlifting practice, then he has to do homework, and then he's up for another couple of hours, and he has so much energy. It's great. I love being around him. I also try to surround myself with high energy individual friends that helps me keep my energy high, and then also try to be a high energy person yourself so that they can benefit off of you too a little bit. But the point is, don't hang around people who have super low energy all the time. That's going to drain you. You know it's true. All right, let's move on to the next one. Third tip for improving your energy is to have stuff in your life that motivates you, and have stuff in your life that when you wake up, you're more excited to get after your day. I can speak from personal experience. It is very hard to have high amounts of energy when you don't have stuff that like really motivates you in life, and you don't have stuff that you want to go out and accomplish. You want to have goals, you want to think big, you want to make your life and your future exciting and appealing for you. Right? Like if you wake up, and by the way, you don't have to know your exact life purpose. Figuring out who you want to be in this world is a lifelong process. Nobody knows exactly who they want to be, so don't use that as an excuse. You still have to make goals for yourself, and you still have to have stuff that you want to accomplish that makes you excited to wake up, all the stuff I just said, right? So write down your goals. I have a previous video about this on how to write down your goals in the morning, how to write down your schedule in the morning. That will be quite empowering for you. Go check that one out. There's a card up here, this YouTube, you see that little white icon? Yeah, that one. So you can click that one or go watch it after this video. The point is, make sure you have stuff that excites you, that will automatically will put you in a place to have higher amounts of energy. Another great way to improve your energy is to find out what refuels you. So for me, I'll give you a few examples. I like to take a 20-minute nap. I find that gives me like an extra 1 to 2 hours of energy. So if I've just worked for like 8 hours but I still have to do more stuff that day, I'll take like a 20-minute nap, or if I know I have to stay up later, I'll take a 20-minute nap to kind of bank some sleep energy, if that makes sense, and then go out. So that refuels me. Also watching like a funny, hilarious YouTube video, that will refuel me, some comedic pleasure. I know I don't really meditate, but I know some people can refuel by meditation. Might want to try that out in the future. I know I'm probably going to try that out at some point too. I've done it here and there, but I've never really stayed consistent with it to see if the benefits really occur there. For me, also going to hit a workout, whether it be short or long, that can give you energy. It's actually kind of funny. After you work out sometimes, you're actually going to have more energy. You feel good about yourself, you get all your blood pumping, and you're going to have more energy in some cases. I mean, sometimes when you get back from the gym, you can be completely wiped out and you just want to do nothing. But for some people, working out actually gives them energy. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, do some introspection. Find out what refuels you so that you don't burn out. You do not want to burn out. You want to be able to work hard one day, then adequately refuel yourself, recover, and then the next day be able to put in the same amount of work. You don't want to burn out after 1 or 2 days of hard work, because if you want to achieve success, you have to keep going in life. This video is all about how to improve your energy, so you have to recover and refuel that energy of yours. Let's move on to the next tip. All right, the last one is probably the most obvious, but some people still neglect it. I neglect mine every once in a while. Pretty much everybody neglects this at some point, and that is making sure that your health is in check. What is that? What do I mean by that? That's eating right, sleeping right, and exercising enough, okay? So eating right, you have to eat the right foods, figure out what foods work for you in your diet that give you the most energy. For me personally, if I eat like a massive steak, the next day I'm like good to go, like so much energy. I don't know why. Steak and like beef, I tend to have a lot of energy after eating those foods. Can't eat too much of it though, because you have to keep like your heart healthy, and those foods have cholesterol. Anyways, figure out what works for you with food. You kind of know what a good diet consists of, right? If you eat like absolute crap, you're gonna feel like crap, and that's not good for your energy, right? So food, and then what was the next one I said? Oh yeah, sleeping right. Make sure that you get enough sleep. Most people need anywhere from like 6 to 10 hours. Albert Einstein said that he needed 10 hours of sleep to function creatively the next day. Arnold Schwarzenegger, my like bodybuilding and kind of life idol, I have many idols, he's one of them. He says that you only need 6 hours. There's a lot of different theories about that. A good way to figure out how much sleep that you need is to test it out. See how much sleep you need by getting, say, 6 hours one night, seeing how you feel the next day, then maybe getting 8 hours. You know, just test it out. See, most people approximately know how much sleep they need based off their previous life and how they've slept, okay? But just make sure that you're getting enough sleep. And like I said earlier, like a 20-minute nap, 20 to 30-minute nap is what I like. Some people like to nap longer, but do what's right for you in terms of your sleep, because sleep is actually the most important thing in terms of eating right, sleeping right, exercising enough. Science has showed that sleep is the one that matters the most. In fact, if you get like less than 6 hours of sleep for 10 days in a row, your cognitive abilities are going to be at the level of a drunk person. I kid you not. Okay, sleep is very important. For guys, if you don't get enough sleep, within about a week, your testosterone levels are going to drop tremendously, and testosterone is what a lot of guys use to like have energy, go out, accomplish their stuff, right? For women, I'm not exactly sure, but just know that sleep is incredibly important. In high school, I neglected my sleep too much. In college, I have more energy because I've really gotten on a good sleep schedule. Even though my sleep schedule is kind of irregular, I pretty much get adequate amounts of sleep most nights. And if I don't, I make sure I catch up the next night or take a good nap after my classes, something like that. And then the last one is exercising enough. You never want to go 3 days, by the way, without exercising. That could be doing some push-ups in your room, running, keeping your heart healthy, making sure that you're lifting weights, keeping your bone density high. Working out will overall improve your energy. That's what working out is. It's making yourself healthier and stronger. You will definitely have more energy if you've got those three that I mentioned on point. Eating right, sleeping right, and exercising enough. All right, let's move on to the last tip right now. All right, we're almost done. Make sure you stay till the end, okay? The last one that I have for you is to understand that energy is a habit. That's right. Energy is a habit, just like most other things in your life. If you habitually have low energy, that is going to become your default setting, your default state. However, if you train yourself to push through and do the things I'm talking about, eat right, change up your physiology, make sure you're hanging around energy-filled individuals, all the stuff I just mentioned, if you can change your default state to having higher energy, if you can make it a habit of having higher energy, that is eventually going to become your default state, and then you're just going to have extra energy and it's going to be great. However, if you continually keep on the path of having low energy and not making an effort to change your energy state, you're always going to be stuck at that lower level energy state. Okay, you want to change your default setting, make it a habit of having higher amounts of energy. It's recap time, baby. Let's go over the tips I just mentioned. So I talked about how to use physiology and body language to your advantage. Make sure that you are implementing some of the hacks that I shared with you, such as standing up, exposing yourself to bright light, and letting out a good hoo every once in a while, a good bark to jack up your energy state. I also talked about trying to find some high energy, high achieving individuals to spend your time around. You want to spend your time with people who fill you up with energy rather than drain you of your energy. Next, I talked about why you want to find out what motivates you and set some goals and things that you want to accomplish so that you can wake up in the morning and feel excited about getting after what you set out to do. Next, I talked about figuring out what refuels you so that you can avoid burnout, wake up the next day, and be ready to go again. I also talked about how to take care of your body, making sure that you're eating right, sleeping right, and exercising enough. And I finished off the video by talking about how energy and your default state is a habit. You want to practice having higher amounts of energy so that you can eventually have your default setting, your default state, be that of a high energy individual. All right, that wraps up the video. Before you go, I want to make sure that you know one thing, and that is try your best not to be addicted or dependent on drugs or coffee to keep your energy high. That is artificially creating energy for yourself. It's not natural energy. Especially if you are young in your 20s, this is a time where energy should be flowing and coursing through your system naturally, okay? If you are currently depending on any one of those drugs, no judgment from me. I know a lot of people are, but my point is to try to wean yourself off of that so you can eventually get to a point where you naturally have a lot of energy. Trust me, you are going to thank yourself for it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked this video, please click that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't to get more good content like this. Also, I want you guys to leave a comment below on what your favorite trick or tip was that I have for you. I want you to comment below what you guys are going to implement in your life starting now so that you can get on your path to having higher amounts of energy. Thanks for watching the video. I'm Stephen Lawrence, and I hope you go and kill your day.